Hey y'all, welcome to Hey Mom. We're here today and we're gonna go a little bit of a topic for a moment. Social media. You either love it, have it, and use it, or you hate it, don't use it, and just don't care about it. Either way, it's out there. The vast majority of people, I would say 90% of the world, has some form of social media. I use Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So we have those going. I'm going to recommend a couple of my favorite Facebook pages. And the first one is A Southern Gentleman's Charm. I've been a fan of this page since it was launched, and it's one of my favorites. It basically is about a man who lives in Louisiana, and he talks about how a man should treat a lady. And it's one of my favorites because it's about a man who was raised right. Obviously, his parents did something right with him because he knows exactly how a lady should be treated. Now, there are a lot of sexual references in his posts, but not everything in a relationship is sex. It's a huge bonus in a relationship. I would recommend following that page. I would highly recommend reading his posts. Prior to July or August, when he stopped posting, he was posting somewhere between 3 and 5 posts a day, 7 days a week. Sometimes he didn't have things to post because of his work schedule, which we all get. We all understand. We all have those things going on in our lives. Jeff is a wonderful man. He, back before my parents died, I had sent him a couple of memes that meant a lot to me. And I just politely asked him if he would post them on his page. And he did. And he tagged me in a comment, which made me feel really good. Even though I wasn't expecting it, it made me feel really awesome. But yeah, he's a good dude. I would recommend that. And then any other pages he recommends, follow them. Because they are all really, really, really good. Monsters Lurking Around the Corner is a really good one to look at, because it's basically how similar to A Southern Gentleman's Charm is kind of how women should be treated. And let's see here. There's Monsters Lurking Around the Corner. Now, I am friends with the owner of this page on Facebook. He is also a great guy. He is a single dad, and he handles children through divorce. Based upon his Facebook posts, his children look very well educated, very well rounded, lovely children all around. Any pages they recommend, I would follow. Both pages are very, very good for people. But the main thing about both of these pages is these men were raised in homes by mothers who loved them, by mothers who cared for them and took care of their basic needs at home, but showed them love and acceptance for who they are. And that's kind of a big deal, because when kids don't have love and acceptance for who they are and they feel rejected, they're more likely to lash out. They're more likely to be mean-spirited and angry. They're more likely to be pissed off at the world and hate everything, which is what my youngest daughter is going through right now. And we're working on the whole love and acceptance thing. The other thing is these men were raised in a home where they saw their father treat their mother with respect and dignity. And that's huge, because back in the 70s and 80s, that was a big deal. You treated women with respect. If you didn't, you got your ass handed to you. In the 90s, there was a lot of misogyny running around, but in the 2000s, it's died down, and it's come back to where women are treated with respect. So I would very highly recommend teaching your sons that women are not a sex object. They are not your maid. They are not your cook. They are not your laundry person. They are your partner. They deserve to be held to the standard of a partner. I would go as far as to say, men, if you have the ability to get off your ass, pick up the laundry, wash the dishes, take out the trash, vacuum, clean the bathrooms, help the kids with homework. Just do it, okay? Just help your girlfriend or your wife out, because at the end of the day, she can't carry that load by herself. If she says she can, she's lying, because she doesn't want to bother you with it. You don't have to ask, just do it. Don't ask for recognition when you do it. Just do it because you know she needs you to do it. Life's not all about recognition. Life's not all about, hey, I washed the dishes, you owe me. Like, no, dude, I will kick your ass to the curb so damn hard. It's not funny if you did that to me. So women also don't allow a man to walk all over you. If you are dating a guy, living with a guy, and he plays on his Xbox all day and night, barely helps with the kids, barely helps with pets, barely does anything that requires him to get off his ass, pack his shit and send him outside. Change the locks and move on with your life, because that dude ain't worth your time. I don't care how big of a gamer you are. If he can't put his fucking controller down for a couple of hours to help you cook dinner, clean the apartment, clean the home, whatever, do the dishes, do the laundry, he ain't worth your damn time. He is literally draining you physically and mentally if he doesn't work. If he stays at home all day and does nothing but watches TV and plays games, girl, kick his ass to the curb, because you deserve better. And boy, let me tell you, your parents did not do something right with you, because you need to have a job. If you don't have a job, your job is finding a job, working 30, 40, 50 hours a week, so that way you can have a job. So just keep in mind, respect in a relationship is a two-way street. You, the man, have to respect the woman has to respect you. Also keep in mind that everything needs to be handled by both. Not everything can be done by one person. Okay? So if you can take care of stuff at home while your girlfriend or wife is working, do it. There is nothing sexier than a man who can cook. And if he can cook anything, he's even better. Now, I have these cooking apps on my phone here. These. Tasty is by far one of my favorites, because anybody can understand it. Virtually anybody can figure it out. It's not difficult at all. It's one of the easiest apps out there for cooking. The only downfall is they use a lot of salt in their cooking. So on their recipes that involve salt, I scale back how much I put in, because I don't want my legs to swell. My dad had high blood pressure, I think since about 93, 94, 95-ish, early to mid-90s. Up until when he died. He had very high blood pressure, very low blood pressure. So salt was always one of those fine lines we had to walk. So using the Tasty app, man, if you feel like it's a lot of salt, cut it back. I mean, you can always add more if you feel like it needs a little bit more. I always do that. So if you feel like that's going to work, do that. You know, ladies, same. If you feel like it's got too much seasoning, scale it back a little bit. You know, that's one major thing you can do that I love doing is, hey, this has got, you know, too much salt. Let's scale it back a little bit. So we'll go ahead and scale it back. So yeah, but just remember, if you live with your spouse, whether you're married, engaged, or boyfriend, girlfriend, maintaining the home, whether it's an apartment, a condominium, a home, a trailer, whatever, is a two-person job, and it should not be all on the woman. So anyway, if you feel like they're not doing their part, call them out. Hey, I feel like this game is more important to you. Call them out on it. Be like, yo, I feel like this game is more important to you. Call them out. Let them know, hey, you feel like this is this way. And work it out. Talk it out, you know. It's not hard to talk things out. You just have to be mature enough to talk things out. You just have to be in a mental state where talking things out are going to help, is going to be beneficial. The last thing you want to do is get emotional and throw bias and negative things from a person's past in their face. Let me tell you, I have done some screwed up shit in my past. And, yeah, people use it against me. So what? I did it. I don't care. People may not like it, but guess what? I also don't care. I literally don't care. So just remember, if they're going to throw stuff from your past in your face, they're probably not the person for you. Mainly because they want to be difficult, and you don't need that in your life. You need a partner who's going to be loving and respectful and kind, who's going to listen and help you, but is also going to be able to stand on their own 2 feet and help you as well. You know, if you have questions, just leave a message in the comment section, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, and this has been Hey Mom.